Day one in Peru. Here's our lovely, lovely room. Super tiny. 3 beds. And so far today I had my credit card stolen by the cash machine, wouldn't give it back. My debit card was locked, so I couldn't get cash. So I just spent 20 minutes on the phone unlocking my account so I can use my card and pay for stuff. What a way to start the trip. It's a bus ride from Lima to Juarez through the desert. No vegetation out there. Nice bus though. Movies. We had food service.
Here we are, Juarez. We are in Plaza de Armas. It's like a big church there or something. We're just out for the day, hanging out in town, getting acclimated. See everybody walking around. I'm gonna go to the bank soon, get some more cash. See a mountain back there in the background.
There's a view from our balcony in Juarez. Pretty big mountains back there. Tomorrow we're doing a day hike up to 4,500 meters up to the lake. Sounds brutal. Sounds like very thin air. Whatever. We're here. Hanging out. Just walk around town for a while. Yeah, it's good. Easy day.
Here we are, doing a day hike today up to 4,485 meters to a lake. We have Ben, Lillian, Amir as our guide. We're starting at 11,000 feet. We're already winded. It's terrible. But so we're just following this road up, little path. Scenery here is much better than Lima. It's green. So we'll check in again when we can breathe. Apparently we're going to Lake Awak, 4,580 meters. So we're already at 11,500 feet. So we still have 3,000 vertical feet to go easy. So,
they had a great trip.
I think we'll be close to 15,000 at the top. So that's cool. It's foggy down there.
They were very happy. Yeah.
There's Juarez. We're almost to the lake. We're at 4,560 meters, just shy of 15,000 feet. There's Ben and his red umbros. Umbros going on the trip. Lillian, she's surviving. I'm surviving.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Bit of a headache.
Yeah.
Guide, he's just blazing up here like it's nothing.
These bloody
The guide Elmir. So there's the lake.
Yeah, his house said 4 hours.
Yeah. Looks a lot like Robin Lakes in Washington. All rocky, and so we're at just shy of 15,000 feet. And day hike.
Pictures, maybe we can go
So,
this way.
Sure.
So I just walked down the lake from where we're eating lunch. Pretty nice. Rain looks like it's starting to come in. So we're going to turn around, but I think it's just localized up here high. So it's not that big of a deal. It's sunny and nice down in Juarez. So there, we'll start heading down soon. We just ate lunch. So go back down to 10,000 feet where there's a little thicker. Almost back to the car. The farmer doing his thing on the hike. And his wife over there tending the sheep. And see a lot of that. So ran into a sheep herder while we were up here. Big flock of sheep. And I don't know what he's planting, but it's just simple life. So we're in the town of Pokpa, Camp 1, just down from Yamak. Donkey drivers are from here, so that's why we camped here tonight instead of Yamak. We're just in a soccer field in town. There's a school right there. That's tent for me and Ben. And they have the 2 single tents for the other 2 girls on the trek, Kiara and Lillian. Tomorrow we're gonna hike up to that valley there for about, I don't know, 16 kilometers to our next camp. Clouds are supposed to clear out by tomorrow, so there's a long bus ride up here, bumpy dirt road for about 2 hours, slow going. So that's the cook tent, that's the dining tent. So it's gonna be pretty plush while we're out here. Killing time walking through Pokpa, first camp. You can see the tents over there. That's our camp right where all the kids are playing. So just kind of hanging out. We have tea time at 4 apparently, so we have to be back to camp by then. You can see just an old village. There's farmers out here raising cattle and donkeys and agriculture. There's Ben. So here's our first morning. Wake up at 6. They bring us tea as soon as we get up. And then at 6:40 they bring us hot water for everybody so we can wash our faces. They give us little towels. And then at 7 is breakfast. So they're over there making breakfast and getting everything ready. It's like plush. And then here's our 12 donkeys that carry all our gear. And one of them's, we have a couple horses too, it looks like.
3 horses for the drivers.
3 horses for the drivers. So pretty rough. So apparently I have a new friend. He's been following us since our camp up the road. I just stopped to take my shorts or my legs off my shorts and he's trying to help me. But so he's just following us up. Everybody else is up there up the road. Easy day today. Day 2 of our trek. Heading into Hondoy Valley for lunch. That's Hondoy right there. We are at
First nice view of the mountains.
13,700 feet right now.
On this trek,
See, it's just a big mountainous valley.
snow mountains.
Actually, have coming up the rear is Roberto, our assistant cook, and Jorge, our main cook, with our lunch. So, eating lunch, you can see all the purple is looping. Actually, there's some old settlements here and there. So this is a pretty cool valley. So, Hondoy is the flatter peak, and I think the pointy one is Ishinka. There's Ben waving. And then we have Kiara in front of him, Lillian in front of her, and then Jorge, our guide. So we're taking the long way around from lunch. You can see we were just over in that other valley there. We've just come up another several hundred feet. We're now 14,100 feet. Otherwise, you know, the road down there, we'd be walking on that. But this is much better. Right there you see Kiara, Ben, and Lillian heading up here. Jorge, the guide, hanging out, doing nothing. Where all the tents are is our second camp. Cordillera, something like that. I'll figure it out later. There's another group down there, another group of trekkers. We'll be there shortly. So we made it to Camp 2, Cordillera. I can't say, I'm butchering the language at this point. See, there's a couple outhouses up there. We're 14,000 feet. Apparently tomorrow we head up in that little valley there. It's the first pass. An old hut. I guess people still sleep in those seasonally. They bring their livestock up here. I see there's, looks like there's maybe three other groups up here. They're here for their Huayhuash trek. There's where we had lunch, the base of those two peaks right there. It's all in all a good day. Kind of off the beaten path today, so instead of taking the road. So next we have tea time at 3:30, where we get tea and we get crackers and all kinds of stuff. They just gave us bowls of hot water and we washed our feet and our faces. Man, this is like plush camping. It's sweet. We're on day 3. That's where we camped yesterday morning. Right now we are at 14,900 feet, heading up to like 15,700 to the pass. The pass is up that way somewhere. Several other groups heading up with us. Donkey drivers are down below somewhere.
No,
Actually, no, there they are right there. There comes our donkeys carrying all our gear. I think we have 12 donkeys total. So that's the valley we just came up. We're almost to the top of the pass. We're at 15,700 feet right now. That road there is mostly used by the mining company up here. It goes all the way around to Juarez. It's a really long trip if you take it. We've come up to 1,700 feet, so we're gonna head up to there to the pass and hang out for a little bit. So we reached the top of the pass. You can see it looks out into the mountains and the valleys. Amazing. Little lake down there. See the road for the, guessing for the mining. I'm not too sure though. I don't know if this goes all the way through. we're gonna have some little peek up there. You can see Jorge, the guide, heading up there already, and just hang out, relax. I do not know the names of those mountains. Some Spanish name, he explained it, but I couldn't figure it out. But we're just kind of detouring around, so we don't get to camp too soon. So we're just going through this little pass here. There's a bunch of cows coming to Lillian. So we just came from up that direction. So everything from this valley flows into the Amazon and the Atlantic, and then everything on the other side flows into the Pacific. So, too bad you're already in it. Here's our lunch spot for day 3, just in this big bowl. See mountains in the background. There's Jorge and Roberto, our cooks, whipping up some lunch. I'll sit here about an hour. Here's Michucocha Lake. We're gonna stop by there, check it out, maybe a little fishing. And the same mountains we've been looking at all day from a different angle. Big glaciers down Glacier Valley into the lake.
Shutting down the mountain.
And there's a camp for the night. Camp 3. Here's our terrible, terrible view that we have to stare at. So this is pretty awesome. There's a couple other groups here, a bunch of donkeys, and every day when we get to camp, we get a bowl of hot water to wash ourselves with, and a little towel they bring us. So this is pretty plush. It's like a 5-star resort out in the middle of nowhere. So we're starting day 4. Beautiful, gorgeous day. Got fairly cold last night. Everything's frosted over. But other than that, not a cloud in the sky. Lots of stars out last night. See all the donkeys getting ready. Carry all our stuff to camp. To the mountains last night. So we're going to hike up that pass there. Then it's a long, flat section to another pass. I think we get, 4,800 meters at the highest pass today. So the donkeys, they just head up that way, I guess. There's a much shorter, easier trail. But other than that, Ben didn't have a good night last night. He wasn't feeling that great, but he's feeling better today. So just had breakfast, and now we're getting ready to head out. Here's the same mountains from the camp. Tallest one is Yurapaha, something like that. Tallest mountain, second tallest mountain in Peru. Give you an idea, we are at 15,200 feet right now. And they're towering way above us. So a lot of this area is grazing, and we're over 15,000 feet, and you see a few horses. Hang on, there's a bunch of cows around the area. Way down there, there's actually a guy riding up this way on a horse. He seemed to have disappeared though. So that's where we came up earlier this morning. We just did a short class 4 scramble. Now it's got easier. There's some little specks over there. It's our cooks, Jorge and Roberto. Now we're gonna head to the main pass, which is at 4,600 meters. Right now we are at 15,600 feet. So this is some of the rock we were crossing. It's sharp. It's like a cheese grater. It hurts just to grab onto it, but it's pretty cool. It'll slice you open pretty bad if you fell on it.
He says something, maybe bring that one, the Israel trekkers.
So there's a little shrine thing of something. A little cup in there with some rocks. So this big bowl we're in the pass we just went through 10-15 years ago was impassable. This was all snow through here. And you can see how it's just no longer snow, all melted out. There's Ben and Kiara and Lillian working their way down. We're gonna head to that little pass, then there's a lake just down the hill, eat some lunch. So we crested the pass. You can see a little lake down there. There's a bunch of cows down there grazing in the lake, and then that little saddle there, it's Jorge and Roberto, our cooks, making us lunch. So that's where we're heading, and we'll head to camp from there.
Sorry, this is the Ciudad Grande.
Ciudad Grande.
It is the Ciudad Grande.
That's Carnicero and Ciudad Grande. So if you watch the movie or read the book Touching the Void, the one in the background is Ciudad Grande, the one they climbed. There's our company for tonight, staring at us. There's Lake Caracocha. This is our view out of our tent. So, pretty spectacular. Hopefully he's not going to go all night. Here we are, day 5. Today's just a rest day. Maybe take a little hike on the side of the lake or something, just to keep the legs moving. We're all pretty tired from the last 4 days. Everything's been above 14, 15,000 feet. So in fact yesterday was almost 16,000 at the pass. As you can see, I gave up on shaving. I don't care anymore. I'll go almost 20 days without shaving, so we'll see how that goes. You can see what I have behind me to look at all day. All the mountains, the lake. So we're just gonna hang out here today. Be nice to have a headache-free day. Seems like every time we hit a new altitude, we all get headaches. So we'll keep up on the Dimox, see how that goes. And tomorrow we go around the corner to the left there, and then head up over another pass. I think 4,800 meters. So pretty close to 16,000 feet again. So here's one of the local dogs of our camp. Got quite a few because they're a herding family that lives here. I guess they come out for the weekend out here, then they stay in. There's a town about 2 hours walk from here where their kids go to school and all that, so they stay there during the week. And then coming back out here in the weekend. So there's our camp, our cooks. There's the houses up above us. So apparently for cooking their food they use dried cow manure or sheep, whatever they have laying around. That's what they use as a fuel source. So that's kind of ingenious. So they choose this spot as a rest day because there's a town about 2 hours walk through this valley. So if people are really suffering from altitude sickness, they can walk out and catch a taxi from that town back to Juarez. So at least they'll get them out of the altitude, because right now we're at 13,500 feet for camping. So we're just always up high. So we're starting day 6. Looks like little fog banks rolling in, or it rolled in last night. See a bunch of blue sky through it, and there's sun coming out around the mountains there, so it's just a pretty thin layer of fog. So about another 6 to 7 hours of hiking today. We're going to the left there around the hill, up over a pass of 4,800 meters. So all in all, it should be a good day. Just getting everything packed up, gonna eat breakfast soon, and we'll be out. An up close view of all the peaks. And that one there is Cielo Grande, the Joe Simpson story. This is a typical Andean house. There's farmers here with sheep, horses. I don't know what they're farming down there. But they live. They have a little solar panel on top of their house. Pretty simple. There's a massive roof up there, and Ben and I can't decide what's holding it up and why it hasn't just crumbled yet.
Yeah, gravity is not holding it.
No, gravity
sure.
has no play in it.
And there's
You can see a little chinchilla right there. Little rabbit thing. Here we are, Sula Pass. There's all the mountains we've been staring at for the last couple days. Some of here is Cordillera. We're at almost 15,500 feet. And we're heading down past that lake, and then heading to a little place called Huayhuash for the camp. So another couple hours from here. There's was a shepherd coming up, but there's a couple dogs up here, probably his. You can see him right there, hanging out.
Not the village, only one or two.
So there's our camp down there for tonight. A place called Huayhuash. Just a couple little huts down there as well. See some other people camping. Hey, there's Ben! Look! There's Lily! Your turn! Here's part of our scenery at camp on night 6. 4 tiny little pigs. Hey! So they're right at our tent. So it's early morning, day 7. Picked up a new friend. He's just hanging out by me while I'm finishing up packing. So today we're heading up that direction. Fairly short day. Only about 4 hours of trekking. Ben's in there packing up. So, all in all, it's been pretty good. Yesterday we topped out like 15,500 feet. It'll be slightly lower than that. Then we're gonna camp at some hot springs and then get ready for our climb the following day, tomorrow. So that should be good. Day 7 of our trek. We're going to Bend, walking up the path. The clouds are slowly lifting. We're heading up to a pass of 4750. Much easier than yesterday. Pretty gradual climb. Then we get to the hot springs. Probably take a dip when we get there. That's where we're camping. So easy day.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Well, there we go. Center frame. Waterfall and a really nice rainbow. Right at the top.
And there's little leprechauns at the bottom.
Leprechaun to the bottom. Pot of gold. Guest narration from Lily.
So there's the pass we're heading to. See, there's Ben walking up the trail. I don't know the name of that mountain. I don't know if you can see if there's a rainbow in the waterfall there. Keep panning around. Big pointy peak, which I guess is getting really hard to climb because the snow's going away. So more rock than snow anymore. See, down there is the valley we came up. We camped at 14,270 feet last night. We're about that today. See Lillian, Kiara, our guide Jorge. Little chinchilla sitting on that rock. There was another one. Oh, there he is. Off to the right side there, moving his head around. So just hanging out, enjoying the sun, I guess.
In Peru.
There's another mountain range, the Cordillera Huayhuash. So, almost at the top of the pass. We are at 15,300 feet. See, the mountain, the path came up the valley. Here comes Ben. So here's our first sign of alpacas. Otherwise we've just been seeing sheep, horses, cows, and donkeys. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll shear a couple of them and make some sweaters for tonight or something. And we're heading down there through that valley in the Lake Baikonga. So apparently they have tauntauns up here. So hopefully don't have to gut one and stay warm in it tonight. They smell really bad on the inside. Here's Lake Baikonga. See a farmer down there. All those alpacas. Got some cows down there. See up some more mountains. Cordillera Huayhuash. Then we're gonna head off to the right of the lake to the hot springs. So down the valley, that's where we're heading. Looks like you can possibly see the hot springs, maybe, but you can see our donkeys are about to turn the corner. But it also looks like they're producing power or something here. You can see down there that building with a fence around it, that little concrete thing over there. And there's that, almost looks like a road up high. See here that they've diverted water. It heads back into the lake. To the, you can see the Baikonga Lake Dam. So we're thinking maybe not power, maybe more just flood control. there you can see our cooks, Roberto and Jorge. That's where we're heading. Tonight, we're camping right next to some nice hot springs, so they have all set up as pools to sit in. It'll be our first shower in, 8 days, 7 days, 8 days, something like that. Should be kind of nice. Get a little clean. See, here's the little house. And take control of it. We're just in a huge valley. All our guys are getting our tents and everything set up. Get some lunch here pretty soon, and then probably hit the hot springs. The snow-capped peak up there is Pumirinri. We're supposed to climb that tomorrow. It's a little bit shy of 18,000 feet. However, we need clear skies overnight to be able to do it, so the snow will harden up. Otherwise, if it's foggy like it has been, the snow will be too soft for us to climb. If that happens, we'll just hang out here at the hot springs camp one more night and hope we have clear skies following night, and if not, we'll just head out and head to our next camp. So hopefully it'll be clear so we can climb tomorrow and just keep on a normal schedule. If not, whatever, we have hot springs here. We can just chill out, have a rest day. So this is night 7. We're gonna head up the mountain behind us, behind me, tomorrow morning if the weather's correct and good for us. We're at the hot springs, which was phenomenal. First time we've been clean since 7-8 days ago, so that's good. They were hot, felt really good. Ben just tried on his crampons and his boots and looked like a dork in his helmet with his bandana underneath his helmet, but we'll all look the same tomorrow, so that's okay. I did a little bit of laundry today. Other than that, easy day. Only took us like 3.5 hours or so to get to camp. And you can see the cows, and there were a bunch of sheep around. I don't know where our donkeys went. They just disappeared though, but that's alright. We'll find them in the morning. So a little medical report. First day that I've been hiking and I've been headache free. Seems like every other day we've done a hike, gone over some altitude. I always seem to get a headache, but today we hit over 15,000. No problems. Ben, how are you today?
Pretty good, about the same, no headache today. Still got like bloody snot. I think that just goes with the altitude
And the
dry
super
air.
dry air.
Yeah, all my
Yeah.
nose is still running. We're on a little Diamox, still at 62 milligrams twice a day. Gonna take 125 in the morning, and that should get us up to the top of Pumirinri, we figure.
Yeah, which is almost 18,000 feet.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of slow going. Top, I can imagine.
Yeah, real slow going. Here we are. It is 1 a.m. We're getting ready to go climb Pumirinri. I blame Ben for it. Hey, turn your light back on.
Oh, can't see me.
So, we have to get up 1 a.m. You can eat some breakfast. Then take off. It's about 2 to 3 hours to the glacier, and 2 to 3 hours on the glacier, and then start heading down. It's way too early. It is now 5 a.m. Just got to the glacier, getting all suited up with their harnesses, crampons, rope, and we're still tired. Getting up so early.
How long have we been up? 4 hours?
4 hours we've been up so far.
I don't really notice because it's dark still.
Yeah. Almost at the top of Pumirinri. I see it made here as bright as the sun started rising. Cloud base. Stopping to put our glacier glasses on. Guide Jorge, you can see what we're looking at. We were camping way down that valley down there. There's Lake Mekong. Had to cross one crevasse, but it wasn't bad. Got the rope tight. Found a good place to cross. And that is where we're going, so not too much further. We're at like about 5,200 meters. There we are, top of Pumirinri, just shy of 18,000 feet. You can see what we have to look at. spectacular. Ben, guide Jorge. In 5 minutes. So, there's what we did. Trying to get sun off of the 6 days. So, I'm gonna start heading down soon. So, made it down. Well, not all the way down. But we're meeting everybody over there in that pass, Kuyak Pass, for lunch, and it's only 20 after 8, so we have a bit of time to wait. But we're looking at maybe take a nap since we did get up at 1 this morning. Down there, Lake Baikonga again, mountain range. So we just came down that scree field there from up over there, and now we're just hanging out, slowly packing stuff up. Taking off our gaiters and our crampons and all that stuff. Ben's trying to find a place to nap. Kuyak Pass is where we're supposed to meet everybody else for lunch, but we're just gonna have to camp. Head down there into that valley. So that's the first day. Second one is Europe, something like that. We're gonna head down the valley and chill out, take a nap. So I don't know if you can see them, but there's 2 peculias up there, like a llama type thing. I guess the wool is really expensive. They came about 20 minutes from the land. Perfect. No one just staring at us. Hey, donkey. A little recap of stage 8, Cordillera Huayhuash trek. We're up at 1 a.m. Breakfast at 1:30. Started trekking a little after 2 a.m. Got to the top of Pumirinri, which is right around 17,900 feet. Got there around 7 a.m. Got down. We were supposed to meet the rest of our people at Kuyak Pass, but we got there so early we decided to cruise to camp. And later here for about 20 minutes our donkey showed up, so now we're just relaxing. So here is camp number 8. You can see the rock we had to look at. I don't know what mountain that is, but so I discovered after climbing to nearly 18,000 feet I get a debilitating headache on the way back down. So we have one more climb to do in 5 days, which is roughly the same altitude, so I may just skip it, but we'll see. Day 9, on our way to San Antonio Pass, which I don't think that is it in front of us, but just had some vicuñas run in front of us, which I guess people hunt down here. Kind of like a llama type animal. Other than that, there's some cows. There's Ben and Jorge and some crazy girl speeding past me on the right. She didn't even say that she's coming past me. Some vicuñas running up there on the hillside. We're in San Antonio Pass, which is just kind of this whole area down there the way we came up. See the mountains there in the background. We're heading up there 5,100 meters, which is over 16,000 feet. We're at, right now we are at 15,300. top of San Antonio Pass, 16,200 feet, and this is on the other side. See, there's a glacial lake down there. Actually, there's two of them. See our trail heading down to the left there. Amazing. Another thing about this pass is people have only been hiking it for about 5 years now, because the glacier has receded that far. This used to be all glacier covered and impassable. Down by the small lake back there is the base camp from Joe Simpson doing Touching the Void. So then that's climbed up to Cielo Grande, the one in the middle there. Here's camp for night 9, I think. See some more truckers coming down. Here's the view we have. I guess tomorrow we're gonna head up that way into the valley, Kalinka Valley. You can see our restrooms. That I've had them pretty much at every site except for one. They actually have, working toilets, so that's nice. There's a farmer out here. You can see his his rock fence keeps his animals in. So about 5 hours of hiking, and way up there on the hillside, I don't know if you can see it. It used to be a mine, so I don't know what they mine, but they use mules and donkeys to get everything out. There's a waterfall by our camp tonight. I guess we're gonna camp here 2 nights. We're gonna head up to the base camp of Cielo Grande tomorrow, and a couple other places to check out and come back to camp. So kind of an easy day, but we do have like a 5,000 meter pass that we're going to go over if we feel like it. So I know Ben and I will. I don't know about the other 2. Who knows? Either way, doesn't matter. We're here enjoying ourselves. We're on day 10. Just a day hike around camp. I'm gonna head to the Cielo Grande base camp. My merino wool test, about 7-8 days before it has to be washed. It's starting to stink. So I have 2 others, but I'll wash this shirt when we get back, and I'll wear a different one the next couple days. Other than that, easy day. Going on about 12 days of no shaving, so that's different for me. Not really liking it, but I'm not going to bother with it while we're out here. So we're going to head up that way, up to the base of those mountains up there, and just hang out for the day. There comes Lily trying to cross the creek. Oh, she's a third of the way. No splashing. There's where we camped last night. There's a camp on the left. You can see the farmers area down there. There's the valley, that's where we're heading down tomorrow. Kalinka Valley. And then right now, we're just heading up into there. Check out a couple lakes. Whatever else we can find. Here we are. Base camp for Joe Simpson on Touching the Void. This is his monument rock. Here's our final destination for today. We're gonna head back to camp after this, eat some lunch, and then do nothing. See Jorge the guide, got us here. So that is Irapaja, second tallest mountain in Peru. And the glacier there is the route up to Cielo Grande, which is behind this black rock. The white mountain there is Cielo Chico. And nobody has climbed Cielo Grande since Joe Simpson and Simon Yates had their attempt. Here we are, starting day 11. It's about 6 in the morning. Cooks are getting everything ready for us. We're gonna start packing up soon. Kind of a long day. Just we have to head down the valley, which would be nice. Get down some thicker air because we've been camping at 14,000 feet and above for the last few nights. So we head down the Cordillera Valley to a place called Huayhuash, and then up over a pass to about where we are now, about 4,300 meters. Camp there tonight. It's probably 6-7 hours of hiking today. It's not too bad, but another beautiful day. No clouds in the sky. Seems to be that way since day one. Had a couple days with low-lying clouds in the morning, but then they cleared up. But all in all, it's been good. Just waiting for everybody to get up, and then we'll start packing up. So that's where we're going, down through the Cordillera Valley, then around the bend to the right to Huayhuash, and then I think we get down like 3,500 or 3,600 meters, and we've been right around 4,500 meters lately. Then we climb back up to 43 for camping tonight, but it'd be nice to get down in some thick air where we can breathe. There's Ben. However, I'm kind of disappointed in Ben. You know, he's only had the red umbros out one day so far.
Later today.
So something's got to change there.
They're in my pack for today.
Still on our way to Huayhuash. You can see some terrace farming over there on the hillside. See a bunch of rock fences. Look! It's the red umbros finally! Man, I've been wondering. You can see some other rock walls up there. Farming. Nice waterfall. We're not going to go to the top, see what's up there. That's just too difficult today. It's all downhill. See the peaks that we were looking at yesterday.
Here comes the burro train every day.
Yeah, here's our burro train. Carrying our gear, our tents, our food. The drivers. Here come the rest of them. We have 12 donkeys in total. One seemed a little injured last night, but I think he's doing better today. They put something on him. He can feel better. Oh, no, he's looking pretty good. So, that's alright. And there's the second driver on the horse pushing everything, telling him which way to go. So, we're almost down to Huayhuash. We're, I don't know, 12,400 feet, something like that. As you can see, it's much greener. It's trees. It's so much more air. I can actually breathe down here. It's kind of weird. So if I get to Huayhuash, then wait for the rest of the crew and then find out where lunch is going to be. But it's only like 20 after 10, so maybe a while. There's the town of Huayhuash. We're almost to. Maybe buy something when we get there. Not sure though. Looks like got some school kids. So we reached our camp for day 11, I think. Then the peak in the background is Diablo Mudo, which I've decided not to climb. Just from the last climb I had a debilitating headache afterwards, so it's just not worth it to me. But Ben and Jorge are still going too. So I think today I'm gonna sit in the creek, a little bit of bathing, a little bit of washing my pants because they're really dirty and the zippers on the legs aren't really working very well. I'll get those all cleaned up. So there's everybody else taking pictures. You can see the bathrooms in the background, a little building. So, all in all, good day. What, 6 hours? 6.5 hours today? Not bad.
What do you edit your film on? iMovie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll have to do it to the max.
So the donkey drivers put some salt out for the donkeys and the horses. Well, this herder is bringing all the sheep down, and all the sheep found the salt. So now they're stopping right by our camp to enjoy it. So you can see there's a lot, and there's the herder up there in her bright dress, and got a dog behind her, a couple more sheep up the hillside. I just looked up the other side of our camp. There's another huge herd of sheep. So we're hoping they're not all evil, like we're going to be in some horror film today. And all the sheep are going to come down and take us all out. That'd be terrible. On the way down from Tapush Pass and then camp. It was only like 3 hours today of hiking, which is good because I just don't feel good. I was sick all last night. I was sick this morning. So that up there, Diablo Mudo, which means the mute devil. That's the one Ben and Jorge are climbing tomorrow. So it looks like camp is right down there in that flat spot. Just good because I don't have the energy to go much farther. Almost to camp. You see the color of the dirt and the rocks in this creek. Really bright orange. Never seen anything like that. So we're at camp for night 12. We got here about 10:30 or so. Chose this spot because of Diablo Mudo, so Ben can climb it tomorrow. I've been sick. I was sick all last night. Feeling better today. I'm slowly being able to eat more. We're at a place called Gashpapampa, I think. We're well above 14,000 feet for our camping tonight. So I'm just chilling out, slowly feeling better. So you can see the beard's slowly getting bigger and bigger, so it's going to be a hassle to shave off when I get home, but whatever. Legs are getting hairy too, I'm not used to that, but that's alright. It'll be easier to shave than my face. So I'm just going to chill out the rest of the day, maybe try and eat a little bit of lunch when they serve it. Starting day 13. Ben and Jorge got up about 1:30, and they're up climbing Diablo Mudo up there. They are currently just to the right of the saddle. You can see them working their way up. Camp last night was at 14,800 feet. We have about 5 or 6 hours of trekking today to our next camp, which is down close to 4,000 meters. So I think we're at 4,500 meters right now, so quite a bit farther down. Other than that, just waiting for breakfast, getting everything packed up, then we'll head out. So we're heading up into that pass over there. Maybe meeting Jorge and Ben, I'm not sure. So we have our cook Roberto guiding us today. So that is Diablo Mudo. So Ben and Jorge climbed today. It's 5,300 and some odd meters. So just shorter than Pumirinri, but not by much. So still above 17,000, but below 18,000. So I would have liked to do it, but I wasn't going to deal with a debilitating headache again like I did from Pumirinri. So hopefully they made it up safe and made it down safe. So we'll find out when we get to camp. He's got the spot, so I'm sure he's supposed to track the whole route and all that, so be good to see. So on day 2 of our trek, which was the first day of actual walking, we were on the other side of those mountains. It's Rondoy, and I forget what the other one was. But so we came up through the valley there and had lunch. So we've almost done the entire Huayhuash circuit. Tomorrow we're just gonna do a little day hike out of camp around the lake or something and walk out day 15. So we're getting close. We're just heading down to the lake for camp now. I've been walking uphill for a couple hours to the pass, which was, according to my altimeter, 15,300 feet. The sign's at 4,800 meters. I can't do the math in my head though. I'm not that smart. So just heading down. Hopefully meet Ben and Jorge down there. Well, we're almost to camp. Yaracocha Lake. There's a bunch of farmers here, herders, little houses that they stay in during the season. One guy running there. I don't know why he's running. But so that's our view for the next 2 nights. Pretty rough. Hopefully we'll have some good glacier TV this afternoon. Calf. So here's our camp. Next 2 nights. So you have a nice river coming out of it. And then day after tomorrow we just head out that valley. Nice easy flat walk. So apparently all the cows seem to like Kiara today. Now they're following her. I think that's this black and white one coming down to check it out.
I don't think it's me.
Almost back to camp. There's some houses here for the farmers and herders for the season. With cows and horses and sheep, and just make it out of the rock and the grass. They're only up here seasonally, so does the job while they're here. So this is day 14. We just took a walk around the lake. Came back, pretty easy day. Tomorrow we pack up and head out. We've had sunshine every day, no rain. A little bit of clouds for a couple days in, early morning stuff, but they went away early afternoon. So other than that, just waiting for lunch now. See a few more groups have shown up. Up the hill there, some on the other side of our tent. Ben's using his herding skills to move the donkeys around so they get away from our tent. Because I think that's going to be his new job. Donkey driver. So we made it to day 15. We're just getting everything packed up to head to Yamak, catch the bus back to Juarez, take a hot shower. Haven't had a shower for 15, 16 days. It's gonna be really nice. So anyway, you see we're just over there getting all the donkeys organized. Figure out whose donkeys are whose, because there were like 4 camps here last night. About ready to eat some breakfast and then head out. So be the last of Glacier TV. Glacier TV wasn't all that great yesterday. Not too many slides came down, but that's alright, it's still interesting. So other than that, kind of excited to head back into town and get out of Dodge. So made it to Yamak. We're in a little plaza. You see little climbers on the dry fountain. Palm tree. Church right there. So now we're just going to catch the bus, head back to Juarez. Well, we made it. We're back to SeaTac. Just waiting for Aaron to come pick us up. See, Benny have made it as well.
Yeah.
Beard report. It's got to come off. It's getting way too long. That was like my first plan when I get home.
Yeah, but they're definitely a lot longer than they were 3 weeks ago. That is for sure.
Yep. So you can see all the bags there. So either way, successful trip. No broken bones. No problems. A couple days of sickness, but it's alright. We survived.